out of this hole and put an end to my existence. I'm a traitor, a spy, I suppose. Someone who speaks out against the masses. For some reason, a guard taking some pity on me and is allowing me to record my final thoughts in this tape recorder. Most likely for his own amusement, but record them I will in hopes that at some moment you may get to hear them. Stupidity is a more dangerous enemy of the good than malice. One may protest against evil. It can be exposed, and if need be, prevented by the use of force. We've done this time and time again. Evil always carries within itself the germ of its own subversion, in that it leaves behind in people at least a sense of unease, a sense. Against stupidity, we are defenseless. Neither protest nor the use of force accomplish anything here. Reasons fall on deaf ears. Facts that contradict one's prejudgment simply not be believed. In such moments, the stupid person even becomes critical. And when facts are irrefutable, they are just pushed aside as inconsequential, alternative facts, or as incidental. In all this, the stupid person, in contrast to the malicious one, is utterly self-satisfied, and being easily irritated becomes dangerous by going on the attack. For that reason, greater caution is called for than with a malicious one. Never again should we try to persuade the stupid person with reasons or facts, for it is senseless and dangerous. It's just dangerous. If we want to know how to get the better of stupidity, we must seek to understand its nature. This much is certain, that it is in essence not an intellectual defect, but a human one. There are people who are of remarkably agile intellect, yet frankly stupid, and others who are intellectually quite dull, yet anything but stupid. We discover this to our own surprise in all kinds of particular situations. The impression one gains is not so much that stupidity is a congenital defect, but that under certain circumstances, people are made stupid, or more succinctly, they allow this to happen to themselves. We note further that people who have isolated themselves from others, who live in some solitude, manifest this defect with less frequently than individuals or groups of people who are inclined or condemned to sociability. And so it would seem that the stupidity is perhaps less a psychological than a sociological problem. It is a particular form of the impact of historical circumstances on people, a psychological concomitant of certain external conditions. Upon closer observation, it becomes apparent, at least to me, that every strong upsurge of power in the public sphere, be it of a political or religious nature, infects a large part of mankind or humankind with stupidity. It would even seem that this is virtually a psychological, sociological law. The power of the one needs the stupidity of the other. The process at work here is not that a particular human capacities, for instance, the intellect suddenly atrophy or fail. Instead, it seems that under the overwhelming impact of rising power, humans are deprived of their inner independence and more or less consciously give up establishing an autonomous position towards the emerging circumstances. The fact that the stupid person is often stubborn must not blind us to the fact that he or she is not independent. In conversations with him or her, one virtually feels that one is dealing not at all with a person, but with slogans, catchwords, and the like that have taken possession of him. He is under a spell, blinded, misused, and abused in this very being. Having thus become a mindless tool, the stupid person will also be capable of evil and at the same time incapable of seeing that it is evil. This is where the danger of diabolical misuse lurks, for it is this that once and for all will destroy all human beings. Yet at this very point it becomes quite clear that only an act of liberation, not instruction, can overcome stupidity. Here we must come to terms with the fact that in most cases a genuine internal liberation becomes possible only when an external liberation has preceded it. Until then, we must abandon all attempts to convince the stupid person. This state of affair explains why such circumstances are attempts to know what the people really think are in vain, and why under these circumstances the questions are so irrelevant for the person who is thinking and acting responsibly. The word of the Bible that the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom declares that the internal liberation of human beings to live the responsible life before God is only genuine way to overcome stupidity. But these thoughts about stupidity offer consolation in that they utterly forbid us to consider the majority of people to be stupid in every circumstance. It is really will depend on whether those in power expect more from people's stupidity than from their inner independence and wisdom.